Hey guys, Spray and Pray here, and what you see before you made me poop my pants tonight. Oh my god, I'm so excited, guys, for what this is. If you don't know, then this is basically a sequel to Dungeon Keeper 2, which Dungeon Keeper 2 came out in like the 90s, so it's really been a long time coming. This sequel is not made by the company that actually made Dungeon Keeper 2, but it's made by people who had Dungeon Keeper 3 sort of in mind. So really, it is Dungeon Keeper 3. They can't really do anything about it. The only problem is that they really, like, the Horned Reaper and stuff like that is copyrighted by, I think it's now Activision, which owns the copyright to Dungeon Keeper 2. So yeah, Activision basically owns all that stuff. So it's going to be a little bit different from Dungeon Keeper, but it's still going to be the same feel. And I really a lot. This is the beta now, and it really does have that feel, guys. If you look at it, it looks almost exactly like Dungeon Keeper 2, just with a huge graphics overhaul and a mechanic overhaul, and it's going to be great, guys. I can't wait to try it out some more. This is the beta, and I'll let you know that this is probably going to be some of the first footage that you'll see on YouTube from this beta. It's a relatively small, like, not well known expansion to the game, or well, sequel to Dungeon Keeper, and it's going to really be a good game on its own. So don't worry if you never played Dungeon Keeper, you will still be able to like this and enjoy this. I'll tell you about the beta here. I have early access because I was actually a Kickstarter backer back in like last year in 2012. I backed them in the December when I was just thinking of playing the game for myself and not even doing it for you guys. But definitely, I will do a let's play of this later. More in depth, we'll go into stuff and like I'll show you stuff and not just this footage that I'm rolling for you that I got myself frantically in the last 10 minutes. So please bear with me. I'll go through and tell you some of the features that are new in this beta. We've got 3 different maps that are coming. Well, we have 2 already. One's coming, sandbox mode, which is what you're seeing now and what you'll see through the video, where there's just a huge amount of gold and you can just do whatever you want and experiment with the rooms, basically. And then there's a second map called Goodly Conflict, where you're going to be fighting a bunch of other guys. And I think I'm going to do that as a live commentary if I can figure out how to fix the sound, because it sounds really loud in there and you can barely hear me talk. So I'm gonna have to like mess with the sound and make sure that you guys can hear me before we do that. But I was rushed to get this out because I was just so excited. I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so then there's also a third map called Parmesan Cheese. I have no idea why they would call it that, but you're going to be fighting this guy called Underlord Steve. I don't know why they called him Steve, but he dares you to invade his dungeon and with whatever ragtag group of minions you can muster up. And I'm basically reading this to you guys off of the World for the Overworld page, and you can check out the link in the description, and you can see a bunch of other screenshots from the game if you don't like what I've showed you. There's some rooms, guys. If you'll notice on the menu bar, we've got 5, I think 6. No, sorry. 5 rooms. Yeah, there's the lair, treasury, slaughter pen, and archive, and foundry. Basically, there's the treasure room, the lair, the hatchery, and the library and the workshop from Dungeon Keeper 2, if you want me to put it in terms like that for you. We have some spells. We have 2 spells. It's Summon Worker and Possession. I didn't do this Possession spell in this part, but I will definitely do that when we start doing this as a live thing. And right now I'm commentating over my recorded footage because I can't fix the sound, like I said, but I can fix the sound in the editing program, of course. But I will have that ready to go soon, and maybe even, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it this weekend, but soon. Anyway, now we have some minions here that you'll see, and I believe that there's places in the video where you can see actually all of them at once, and I do zoom in around the end, so please bear with me if you're waiting for that. There's the Blood Imp. Obviously, basically that's just the version of the Imp. Nargling, I think I think it's like that big old green thing that you probably are seeing around now. I noticed that they started coming to my dungeon at around this time, I think. And then there's the Gnarling, which I have. Oh yeah, Gnarling is the green thing. Gargoyle, which is obviously that gray thing walking around with wings, and Augur, which I don't know the difference between the Augur and the Cultist. Those are the 2 other units that you might see running around. I don't know the exact difference, so I can't put them out to you really. Okay, and then there's also in the other map that we're gonna do later, there's 2 hero types. They're fire breathers and juggernauts, which are basically, I think, like the knight and maybe like a monk sort of thing that breathes fire. I don't know. There's some game systems now that are only there's no way to pick up your units, so that's like not possible. But you can dig, you can fortify. You'll see the imps doing that in this video. We have golden mana where you can summon imps with the actual spells, and there's portals where your creatures come through, and you'll see that it's like that weird cage thing right next to my dungeon heart room. And then there's unit systems, which are hunger, sleep, and basic combat. They don't have basic combat means that they don't really have any abilities yet. You know how like warlocks could throw fireballs? Well, they can't do that yet, but I'm sure they'll add that very quickly in the beta. It's just the Bedrock beta right now, and only Kickstarters can get it. Not even regular Steam people can get it. But soon it will be open to the Steam Greenlight actually. So if you didn't get a chance to move it in, I think next week they'll open it up for Steam Greenlight, and you can buy it there. Okay, so their unit systems are hunger, sleep, basic combat. So yeah, they get hungry. They'll go eat those piggies in the slaughter pen, which is basically the hatchery. And then their sleep, obviously, they go sleep in their beds in the lair, which I think I get to show you at the end of the video around here. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this first look at the world for the Overworld beta. am very happy to be able to bring you more very soon we'll bring you some more footage from this and live commentary, of course. Thank you guys for watching. You can check out all the links in the description for all this stuff, and you can figure out all the information. Spray and pray out.